allies, sisters, brothers, that I exist in what you can think of as every infinitesimal moment. I am inside time and I am outside time as you conceive of it. But my sweet angels of light, so are you. Do not allow yourself to be constricted or restricted by what you think of as time. Swim in the Mother's infinite ocean of eternity. Sink to the bottom of the trench and allow yourself the infinite space of creation and the beauty of a millisecond. For it is all yours, and it is within thee, and it is around you, and it is above and below. Savor it as we have savored and continue to savor these times we have together. As we savor these heart conversations with you, not only the heart speaking, but the heart listening. We have undertaken this venture in the name of love, in the name of the Mother and Father and One, in the name of unity and unity consciousness, of the divine union of the 13th octave, in the anchoring of peace. There has been so much that the Mother has wanted and has guided each of us to share with you. And when I say to you, each of us, I do not merely mean we of the archangelic realm, for I include my brothers and sisters of the ascended mastery, of the saints and prophets and wise ones, of the beings of sheer energy, of Trillana and Halion. I include your star brothers and sisters who have joyfully joined in this conversation and in this unity. Your idea, your concept, your knowing of what is available for you has expanded and multiplied and grown. It has risen even as you have anchored more deeply in your union with Gaia. You have come to understand not that you are Canadian or American or Belgian or Swedish, but that you are Gaian, and that you have an extended family that seeks and yearns for your love, your cooperation, your approval, to share in your dreams. And that family is not merely situated upon this planet, but far beyond, in the unseen realms, and the realms, shall we say, that are tangible, but that are not fully glimpsed. Yes, I speak of your family of the star beings. All you have hoped for, all you have dreamed of, comes to fruition. And part of our sacred purpose has been and is to expand your knowledge, your knowing, into the knowing of what is real, so that it is not merely any longer what has been taught in schools or churches or in families or societies. That your awareness of your potential as your ascending, heart-centered, anchored, divine authority self has come to a place where you are ready for your next step. And so I do not simply mean the channel and Steve and Susie and all who have been engaged. We mean each and every one of you. You know when all the dross is cast aside, that the truth of your being is magnificent. And the truth of your being is not merely that you yearn for love, but that you are love. That you are created, birthed in the very essence of the Mother. Those of you who have the privilege, yes, the privilege, to be a parent, know that throughout the life of your child, and it does not matter whether they are 4 months or 4 years or 14 or 44, that you have these moments of deep recognition where your son or daughter does something or has a look on their face or a mannerism where you fully recognize yourself. And even when you say, oh no, they got my bad habit, there is that feeling of warmth, of love, of recognition of your creation, consciously or by accident, of what you have brought forth into the world. And you also know as parent that there is very little that you would not do to truly nourish on every level that child. Now, while our mother has often steered away from this parent-child analogy, Because so often the interpretation of the human beings has been that somehow negated your power, which is ridiculous. But think of it in this way. You, like me, like Yeshua, like Maitreya, like Sanat, you are born and carry the very essence of the mother, and in that, the essence of the father. And it is patterned. It is not just in one pattern, but just look at your breath. Every in-breath, every out-breath is the pattern of the mother, the essence of the mother, your DNA, the activating of your DNA. All of this. And what has this meant in practical terms? In terms of this journey that we have taken together? It is actually very simple. It is for you, whom we love beyond, for you to love yourself, and in that love to awaken to what you are truly capable of. And not to simply rest in that recognition of what you are capable of, but to bring it forth in action, in creation, in the fulfillment of your dreams. You have been and are living in form, in this humanoid form, in the most radical period of this planet. Now think of this. The original plan definitely took a detour. And you have come to live in a time where all the false paradigms and grids are crumbling. All the patterns of behaviors that became structured and institutionalized, and even more sadly believed, adhered to, they are all crumbling. And part of that ability to participate and to recognize and to live through the crumbling and to contribute to the crumbling has been your determination, your fortitude, your valor to see through the illusion. And what we have strived to do is to point the way and to reassure you and to say, yes, that is not of peace, that is not of joy, and that most certainly is not of truth. You, beloveds, have and are laying down the new paradigm. You have the completely renewed grid upon which you are anchoring the new paradigms of beliefs, of behaviors, that are going to grow and are growing into structure, into what we call tangibility, into, we don't want to call it institutionalization, because the whole idea, the whole creation of what it means to be human is fluidity. And when we speak of institutions, it implies rigidity. So when we speak of systems of justice, systems of fairness, systems of equality, new paradigms of relationships, of family, of cities of light, of what it means to truly heal, you are literally laying that down. We have been overjoyed, excited, committed, and continue to be, to assist you in this laying down. But you are also fully assuming your mantle of divine authority. When the Mother has said to you that you are the pathfinders, you are the way showers, this is meant not figuratively, but literally. You are the implementers of the Mother's dream, of the Mother's plan. And the harmony of this is that your plan, your dream, is a cohesive, harmonized part of that plan, of that dream. And so your fulfillment in joy, in laughter, in sweetness, in gentleness, in kindness, in love, is a necessary piece. It doesn't happen without you. And that is why we have been so vigilant in making ourselves available to thee, to share the insights on how things really work, and to point the way, to invite you, to support you, never to push or pull. Because the supremacy of your free will, of your wisdom to make kind and loving choices, is always honored. Otherwise, it is simply a renewal of the old, and we won't do that. So have there been times of uncertainty, times of struggle? And sometimes those times of struggle have resulted in the greatest growth, because you have broken through illusions and chains that you have carried not only since childhood, but for many of you, for eons. The reason you came to this planet in form during the time of crumbling has been not just to struggle and to break through, but to truly know the joy, the supreme joy of really being there. And sweet angels of light, that is what you are doing. That is what we have been doing. And that is what we will continue to do. This is our promise to you. We did not merely introduce and declare the counsel of love. and our ability to talk to you, to just be present for a short period of time, or weekly on a radio. Now this has been phenomenal because, as I have said so many times, when we speak, the energy, the power, the light of our message goes out across the planet and far beyond. But we are ever present. And we have been. And always will be. Now think of what I say. I say we always will be. As the mother always will be. And as you, sweet angel of light, sweet being of love, you will always be. You continue on for a period of time in these wonderful, magnificent forms that you have designed and chosen, yes, in concert with us. But when you depart, and whether you stay at home and play with us for a while, or whether you turn around in the revolving door, it matters not. You continue on, and you always will. I say this because there are times when you are very tired and you say, oh, I've had enough. I think I'll go home. Now I tell you, as I have told you before, should you choose to return home, you will be heartily welcomed. You are so loved and cherished. There would be great celebration. But you, as joyful as you would be at returning home, you would also say, oh no, I didn't do it, I didn't finish, I didn't complete what I wanted to. Your valor, your patience, your insight, your stubbornness has kept you going through hard times and glad times. And that has been admired and honored and is by us, by the Mother. But what I say to you this night, do not give up the struggle right when you are breaking through. So often you have said to me, Michael, give me a sign. Give me a sign of hope. And then we give you a sign. And sometimes you ignore it, and sometimes you say, oh, I don't like that sign. Give me another one. And so we do. And sometimes you note it, and sometimes you don't. Dearest heart, the signs are all around you. The indicators of growth, of expansion, of breakthrough, of new times, of the Mother's new times is all around you. When she has declared her final tsunami, the tsunami within and without. What do you think she was talking about? This is one of your signs of our cooperation, of cleansing, and of the creation of the new, of washing away what does not serve, and leaving the pristine land, the terrain of your heart, the terrain of your consciousness. Our presence is not buried in the subterranean levels of your unconsciousness or your subconsciousness. You and your willingness to commit have brought this right to the surface. There have been so many things that we as the Council have brought forth. Never to overwhelm, to entice, to engage, to fascinate, to make you curious, to help you in your exploration. We stand in awe of you, of your abilities. Often we have said to thee, you are the strongest of the strong. You would not be here otherwise. You may not always know of your power and strength, but dear hearts, we do. You say to me, Michael, what lies ahead? If there was one thing that I would tell you, it is breakthrough. It is renewal. It is ascension. It is the collective heart opening. Yes, as I have been speaking to the channel, it is friendship. Now, why in this final episode do I even mention friendship? As your hearts expand and open, as your consciousness, your interdimensional self opens into consciousness, what do you look for? Well, you know I would say love. But what does that look like? What do the new communities of Nova Earth, inhabited by Nova beings, by Nova Gaians, what does this look like? We have spoken a great deal about sacred union, above and below. But part of sacred union is friendship. And I do not merely mean, although I wish to be included, that you are friends with us, that you are friends with Archangel Uriel and the new Buddha who emerges beautifully, and Saint Teresa and Saint Clare and the ancient ones and the chiefs. All of this. But I also encourage you, your friendships. Yes, what you often think of as your circles. Your family circle, yes, but your soul circle, your human friends. These are precious. Not only is there not a requirement for you to proceed alone, it doesn't work if you believe you are proceeding alone. There has been too much action and anchoring and talk of unity. Friendships are honoring. They are heartfelt, they are truthful, they are peaceful, and they are filled with hilarity and laughter, with play and joy and kindness and sweetness and shared thoughts and feelings. I am not suggesting to you that there will never be another moment of grief or sadness as you break through into the new realm. Some of you will even have moments of sadness when you look at what has been. Because let me explain, there have been many moments. The bombing in the Middle East is extraordinarily sad, as in pathetic. The breaking of one another's heart is sad. The breaking of a promise is sad. But what sustains you is love. It is the manna that feeds. It is what sustains you. Yes, sacred union, as in sacred partnership, is extraordinarily important. Because there are very, very few of you who came to truly live alone. But out of those sacred partnerships blossoms friendship. And they do not need to be inclusive or exclusive. Forget the rules. As you are ascending, see every person as your friend, as your sister, as your brother, as someone that is worthy of your efforts and of your love. And open your heart to the stranger, and the stranger the better. And open your hearts. That is Nova Earth. Now, dearest Steve, I did not mean to steal the airwaves. Where do you wish to begin?
Well, Lord, you've asked every question I had. You've answered every question that I had. So, well, and including what lies ahead, I think listeners want to be reassured that they'll receive your guidance after the revow when they begin their philanthropic endeavors, that they'll continue to receive news of disclosure and ascension and everything. And so you are going to be continuing the kind of discussions we've had here in the new venue. Is that correct?
That is correct.
You'll still be their main source of information, so to speak.
It will be a source of information, of expansion, of learning, because as you well know, yes, we love to share information, but we also, during these times together, infuse you with light and love. Inside the sound is the light The sound travels on the light waves, and inside the light is the love, and inside the love is the sound and the word. So yes, we will continue on and to share not only our vision for you, but to assist you in your beautiful growth, in your beautiful journeys. So yes, no, this does not end. This is
great.
just the beginning, sweet angel.
Good, okay. Well, I know I'll be there to listen to you in your new venture. I just want to express to you, Lord, what a tremendous privilege it's been to be talking to you, to be talking to the Divine Mother and the Masters and the other archangels. Just, I can't use words that are too expressive. I just can't find words for what a privilege it's been for me. And I'm sure Susie would say the same thing. So thank you.
And do you know you are welcome?
Yes.
But it is important that this gratitude, that this acknowledgement be expressed on both sides. So often we seek to communicate on all kinds of levels with human beings. And even those who sometimes declare themselves willing aren't, who believe that they are guided and aren't, or not in their following, shall we say, of the higher path. So for us to find our beloved, willing, cooperative, unified humans to provide the platform and the vehicle for us to reach out to millions has been a gift. And it has been a gift to us. And it has been a gift and an honoring, a sacrifice placed at the foot of the altar of the Mother, Father, One. And so we thank you. And we bless you. And we honor you. And we support you. What I say to you, beloveds, is not get ready, because you have gotten ready. And you are going forth. And you are creating and co-creating at a phenomenal speed. Look around you and feel the gentleness in the air, on the breeze, and feel the strength that rises up within you, that sense of determination and excitement that is matched equally and then some, not only by us, but by your star family. Disclosure is there. So yes, there are many adventures that lie ahead. And we will be with you in each and every one of them because we love you. Go in peace, sweet angel.
Thank you, Lord.
Farewell.
Farewell.